Hi, I'm Lee Crumbaugh, and with me is Sumair Abro, my friend. We're creating the Started Up program, a series of webinars and other resources aimed at helping would-be entrepreneurs, maybe you, start a new business in this time of COVID-19 and financial distress. This is a time we think is ripe for launching a new business. Sumair, what do you think?
I couldn't agree more with you, Lee. Thank you so much for doing this with me. We are so excited to start this started up community for business owners, for people who want to start a business. It will include a Facebook group, information sessions, live coaching about how to really start a business, grow it, and scale it up. So that's our mission, that's our aim, and we are looking forward to having you as part of our startup community.
We would like to offer you some good reasons for engaging with us in the Started Up program. I'll start. If you join Sumair and me in our Started Up program, we believe you will prosper from our experience and knowledge. We are both coaches and consultants with appropriate business education. Between us, we've started 6 of our own businesses and have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs. Started Up is a program that I wish it had been available to me when I started my magazine publishing company. I did read books on startups along the way, but much of what I needed to know to launch a successful new business came the hard way from experience. The next 2 times I launched my own business, I used my lessons learned and had a better understanding of what to do, when to do it, and what not to do, and how to recover from setbacks. I used this knowledge to teach a startup course for would-be publishers, and then over time to work with many would-be entrepreneurs of all types in starting their own businesses. Reason 2, Sumair.
Yes, so the reason I'd like to talk about is it's all about telling a great story, but never shy away from using numbers. That's right, numbers. No investor will blindly put money in your business until they look at your numbers, and that's what we see a lot, that people love creating these great pitches, but they shy away from numbers. And numbers are important for 2 reasons. Firstly, before you start your business, to understand the market dynamics, what is out there, and also to pitch it to investors. Secondly, when you have started your business, numbers are critical to understand how you are performing. If you cannot measure what you're doing, it's all up in the air. So one of the reasons that I'm excited about that in this program, you learn about how to tell a great story and use numbers to tell that story. Over to you, Lee.
You're so right, Sumair. Reason 3, in my experience, an essential for a successful business startup is to have a workable new business idea. By workable, I mean a business concept that addresses a market that will pay for the product or service to be offered because it addresses a pain point or offers to make things demonstrably better for the target audience. Sumair and I will give Started Up participants the tools to generate and refine good new business ideas and to assess the strength and workability of these ideas, including whether the resources needed and the financial results expected are realistic. With a good workable idea, the startup of a new business is easier, less risky, and more enjoyable for sure. For example, a recent client for months was trying to start off a data analysis business, but he wasn't making significant progress. Eventually, my coaching helped him realize that he was starting the wrong business, one that fell outside of his current capabilities and that his target audience did not understand. I helped him see that another, simpler business idea was staring him in the face. He jumped on it and now is happily growing a viable new business.
Wow, that's a great story, Lee. And just to build up on what you said, the third reason is based on capabilities, and it's about differentiating your business. Now, we hear this all the time. You need to be different. But what's also important to understand is you just don't want to be different just for the heck of it. The differentiation comes from you, from your customers. Your differentiation needs to be about what you can offer, not just what you can pitch. And one example that I like to think of is that we all have a differentiation point. In the animal kingdom, no one blames the lion for not being as fast as cheetah. They both have their own place in the animal kingdom, right? So in this startup community, one of the things we'll be talking a lot about is how to differentiate your business, this makes sense for yourself and for your customer. So the idea is to be clear and not always clever. So that's my take on differentiation.
That's great. Reason 5, while some entrepreneurs are successful despite not having a thought out plan, I can assure you that having a business plan is almost always important for success. An analysis of 29,000 startup businesses showed that over 5 years, 26,000 of them failed. 2/3 of them had no written business plan. On the strength of this 70-page business plan, I was able to raise $750,000 from investors to start my publishing company. Likewise, I've helped other entrepreneurs create detailed business plans for their startups, including modeling expected financial results under different scenarios. Sumair and I will offer you guidance on what winning startup strategies and action steps look like, what should be in your plan, how to create your plan, and how to present it to those whose support you will need for a successful new business. Sumair, give us the last big reason.
Okay, before that, I loved when he showed that plan, and it's often you find that a lot of startups and business owners, they have a lot of ideas. They don't like to write. The great thing about writing down your plan is that your thoughts evaporate, but what you ink down is always there. You can always go back to it. So thank you for sharing that, Lee. The last reason I'd like to talk briefly about is, every business owner starts a business to have more time to do other things in life. And that's one of the biggest challenges that business owners face. They start a business and then they find out soon enough that this is taking more time than my 9-to-5 job. So the last reason is about how to think of your business in a way from the very beginning that one day you can fire yourself from your business so that you have processes, systems in place, and they're so streamlined that you are able to take yourself out of the business. You're absent from the business and your business is still running. And that is something you do not do after you have started the business. That is something you think about even before you have started anything about your business. So that's the last thing I wanted to talk about.
So true, Sumair. When I restarted my consulting business after a couple corporate gigs, I re-envisioned the business so it would be much simpler, much easier to run, so I could have time for myself. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we would love it if you would join our new startup community, which will offer guidance, ideas, and support for starting a new business. Sumair, close this wonderful video by filling them in on what the community will offer.
The community is all about people like you, people who have dreamt of starting their own business, have jumped into a business and are feeling a little lost, need support, need help, need guidance. Myself and Lee and a lot of other people just like you are joining this community to help each other out, and we would love to see you there. There's going to be a Facebook group. There will be information sessions. There will be live coaching, lots of things. The bigger idea being how to help you start it up.
So we will see you in the startup community.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.